everybody, welcome back to the official goddess ceremony. Wow, oh my goodness. So, this is the moment that we have all been waiting for here on this channel. I'm so excited to finally be doing this goddess ceremony with you guys. Oh my goodness. So, today is VE Day, which means that it is Victory in Europe Day. So this is a beautiful time to celebrate your natural femininity. This is why it is a beautiful time to do a goddess ceremony. So, oh my goodness, during the time, first of all here we're going to get a bit of history. During the time that we were going through the World War, it was really important to make sure that females were able to actually take the lead role, because actually this was a time when men were sent off to going to the war, and of course that meant that women were sent to work, and also they were in charge of running their houses. So this was a time when women really rose to success and feeling like they were more empowered. So this is a great time to celebrate your own empowerment today with this goddess ceremony. Woo-hoo! It's finally here. So, first of all, we are going to go now into my favourite part, which is the rules and steps on how to be a goddess. So if you want to, you might want to grab your pen. Rule 1 to being a goddess is confidence. Confidence is key in order to be a goddess. You have to feel like you are empowered. Now, this doesn't mean that you are in your ego. This doesn't mean that you are running around trying to assert your dominance over other people. Confidence is just the ability to know who you are and what your abilities and powers are as a human being. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm not talking about spiritual powers. I just mean, say for example you are somebody who is quite a charming person. This will mean that you are able to use your charm in order to succeed in life. But if you are someone who is strong, then you will be able to use your physical strength in life, and both are just as valuable as the other. And also you could be somebody who is really intelligent, and that is also just as important as well. So we will now go into step number 2. Step number 2 in being a goddess is being relaxed. It's when you know your power, you are relaxed in your power, you are relaxed in your charms, you are relaxed in your abilities and in your magic. So you don't worry about if your manifestation power is going to be able to succeed. You just know that you have done what it is that you are seeking to achieve just by manifesting it. So while you are also required to, by being a goddess, you are required to definitely be called to action. It's important to make sure that your relaxed stance shows through in the way that you are carrying out your discussions and conversations and appearances with other people. Step 3 in being a goddess is being persistent. Now, you're not going to get your results instantly all the time. It's important to realize that actually you have to slow down. You have to take time to focus on what is going on so that you can notice your results. Because if you try to rush your results, if you try to speed things up, you could end up with results that are just chaotic. So patience is key, but also patience is also key because, so for example, it's really cold outside and you really want to change the season, but you know that it's really going to mess up everything around. It's important to be patient and to wait for the right season and to realise that the earth has its own way of healing itself. Many of you goddesses out there may be geomagnetic empaths, so you may feel changes within the atmosphere when they are coming in. This may cause you to feel panicky and tense, and you may even see visions as soon as 6 months before. So for example, if there is going to be a very intense heat wave in the summer, you may start to notice this, or if there's going to be a very cold winter, you may start to feel this, because as a geomagnetic empath, you are probably checking what is going on in the environment around you, as well as checking out different websites that are going to help you to find out exactly what is going on, for example, with the Earth's magnetic frequency. Many of you may be interested in that. I'm interested in knowing what's going on in the human frequency, but that's just me. I always watch the resonancy spikes, but many of you out there may not actually be interested in the same things as I am. But it's important to know that while you may not necessarily be a geomagnetic empath, or you may not be a green witch, or you may not even like these types of things, that being able to be patient is going to help you to perfect your craft and your practice. That's the only reason I have been able to learn these things, because I have researched them for a while. I have taken different classes, different courses, and I have gone to different open evenings to ensure that I am able to keep up to date with what is going on. Now this is going to lead me now into step number 4. Step number 4 of the golden rules of being a goddess is patience and persistence. Kind of came under the same one. It's important to make sure that you are attentive to your own temple. Now what I mean by this, by being attentive to your own temple, this means being able to meet your own needs. Now I will go more on about how to look after your body health later on, but for now I feel it is definitely important to talk about how to look after your overall health, because this means your spiritual health, this means your emotional health, and this means your physical health. Because for many of you out there, you may not actually realise what this is to you, and so it's important to be able to actually look after your emotional health if you feel like you are having a depressive episode, or even a episode where you are getting overly excited. And by doing different grounding exercises and meditations, you will actually find that you are able to balance out your own emotions. Now of course, as you get older, your hormones will balance out more. So if you are between the ages of 12 to 18, you will find that actually you are more hormonal, so you are struggling with more dips and lows. So if you are a goddess that is just coming into your powers, congratulations, but realise that these experiences that you are going through are natural, and they are normal for women and for goddesses, for maidens and for mothers as well. But of course you are not going to be a mother yet. But as I was saying, it is so important to make sure that you are looking after your needs, and by doing this you will ensure that by meeting your own needs and by making sure that you are not codependent on other people, that you are actually able to help other people. And actually this means that whenever you do have if you've been travelling and you pick up any kind of sicknesses, bugs or viruses, you will find that people within your community are glad to help you, because you have been someone who is so loving and so kind to other people. So now we will go into step number 5. Step number 5 5 on how to be a goddess is to prepare and plan your weekly activities. Now, I know this is something that seems a little bit geeky, a little bit dorky. I'm a life path number 5 here, so I know it might seem like something that's a little bit dorky, but this is something that I do because it's so important to make sure that you do have your week planned out, so that again you're able to meet your body's needs and so that you are able to stay focused. Meeting your deadlines and meeting your meetings, going to the right spots at the right time will ensure that you are someone who is not only reliable and trusted, but actually it will mean that you are able to practice your craft more accurately. So whatever this may be that you are doing as a goddess, you will find that the more you practice it, the better you become. This means that planning things before they happen will actually aid in the accuracy of them. There have been studies done to show that actually when you plan something, it is more likely to be successful. So this brings me now into step number 6. Step number 6 is all about making sure that you are keeping yourself clean and tidy. By keeping yourself clean and tidy, you are able to again meet your physical and emotional needs. Now, this doesn't have to involve anything technical, anything difficult. This doesn't mean that you are I don't know, doing anything different than your usual skincare routine or your usual washing routine, but it just means that you are washing every day, that you are bathing every day, and that you are washing your hair and shaving, and that you are plucking your skin, and that you're popping your spots. Well, probably I wouldn't recommend popping a spot. If you have any pimples, put some tea tree oil on them. Anyway, sometimes we may fall into patches and phases of depression where we feel like things are just going wrong in our life. We're feeling like things are just so bad in our life, but it's important to not hold on to those difficult times. It's important not to dwell on the difficult moments, and it's important just to be happy and positive in who you are as a person. Now, we will go into step number 7 now, which is the step that you have to make sure that you are being practical and serious, because when you are practical and serious and staying focused, this will mean that you are more likely to be able to have the time that you need to reach all of the conclusions that you need to draw to more accurately heal other people, or to work out what is going on in the seasons around you, or for you to actually decide that perhaps there is nothing that you can possibly do to help the situation, and that you are just a aiding factor within the situation. So for your own safety and health, sometimes you have to just decide that c'est la vie, things will be. That's life, things will be. Then being practical is another way to make sure that you are staying focused, which brings you back to step number 3, planning a week ahead, because when you are making sure that you are focused on your week ahead, it means that you actually are contributing to your community, and it means that you are focusing more on what is actually happening in your present reality. So that's really brilliant. Now we're going to go into the last step, which is step number 8. step number 8. Okay. Step number 8. Step number 8 is making sure. Step number 8 is making sure that you are remaining positive, because this will help you and it will stop you from interfering with other people's crafts. I just put some lip salve on, sorry, excuse me. There was some Vaseline on my lips. Step number 8 is ensuring that you are staying positive. While you stay positive and focused on your own exhibitions or your own crafts, whatever it is that you are doing, whatever it is that you are taking part in, your own creations will flourish as a result. This means that you will actually have more time to pay attention to your own creations, because you won't be distracted by other people's nonsense, you won't be distracted by other people's intentions towards you. You will just be coming from a place of your own pure heart. So this will help you to ensure that you are someone that is a practical, sensible person. So I know I've spoken about practicality earlier, but sometimes when you start to realise your goddess powers, you might be so excited that you are just overjoyed and you want to tell everybody, you are a goddess, woohoo, go me, I'm so excited, I'm a goddess. But the truth of the reality is that there is work to be done as well as the excitement, the joy of things. And that is something that many people may not want to hear. So being a joyous person may take its toll on you, but staying positive is not the same as being a joyous person all of the time. That's why it's important to remain positive, even if you're in a state where you're a bit depressed or you're not feeling too good about yourself. Staying positive will help you to see the good coming in the future. Now we're going to go into the next part of this ceremony. Yay! Now, this next part of the goddess ceremony is about purification. Today we are using these rose incense sticks by Satya. How delicious. Wow. And making sure that you are relaxing will bring us now into the next part of the meditation and the ceremony. As you draw a deep breath in, I want you to imagine that there is a white light of purification surrounding your body. As you take a deep breath out, I want you to feel that white light penetrating into your soul. As you feel your cells opening up to accept this white light healing, taking another deeper breath in and drawing in more life force. Now taking a deep breath out as you draw away darkness and fear. Purification is so important for your mind, body and soul. Drinking more water will help you to purify your body and your mind. Now, drinking green tea will help to cleanse your system, and using white sage will help to purify your system. I will leave comments in the description on how to purify yourselves, because it's so important to make sure how to purify yourself. Make sure you know this. Now we will burn some white sage for purification. I will be selling these mini smudge sticks soon if you're interested in buying your own mini smudge stick. Let me know in the comments down below. Now, last, we've got to talk about looking after your body. We have saged, we have cleansed, we have purified. Now we have to talk about looking after your body, which is so important. So I want to talk with you today about one thing that really springs to mind when talking about your body's physical needs, and this is actually sea moss gel, because honestly sea moss gel has 92 minerals within it that your body needs to look after itself. So for that reason, this is one of the most important supplements that you can actually take as you can supplement it into tea or into smoothies. You can heat it and then make it into a porridge. It's just really brilliant and it's really versatile, and I would recommend having it in your cupboard so that when you need to rely upon it, you can grab it and just use it, and then put it in the fridge, of course, after opening it. But I just recommend having one spare. This is just honestly my recommendations, because, or even if you just have the capsules, because honestly I can't recommend this stuff enough. Next we are going to talk about how it is so important to keep your home cleansed and purified. Now, I make these sprays. These are Clean Home sprays. You can get them in the description box down below. I will leave my Wix account. I will do that this time. Just give me up to 5 working days to make sure that I have updated and refreshed my description box. Anyway, also smoke cleansing your home and making sure that you are opening your windows to allow adequate airflow is another brilliant way to make sure that you are staying healthy. Going out into nature is another way, and as I touched upon earlier, drinking water is important, but making sure that you are drinking the right water for your body type and your needs is so important. Also, your area may not be able to drink tap water, so it's important to make sure that you are drinking the right water. Looking after your hair care is also so very important. Now, there are obviously different things that you can do for your hair, and for many of you people out there, there are of course different treatments that you need to take. However, today I wanted to talk about this substance here, which is castor oil. This is so important overall in maintaining your growth. It's going to be important to make sure that you are doing the right thing for your body type. So this is more aimed at people with my hair type, but making sure that you are putting the right oils within your hair and making sure that you are putting the right treatments within your hair is going to help you to actually find the right hair care products. If you are using shampoos and conditioners, making sure that you are using the right shampoos and conditioners for your hair is going to help you. So for example, if you are someone who has dreadlocks, making sure that you are using residue-free shampoo. But if you are someone who does not have dreadlocks, making sure you are using like a dandruff, sorry I said the wrong word, making sure you're using like a shampoo that gets rid of dandruff and things like that. This is going to help you to make sure that you're feeling like a goddess, which is overall the most important. So that is most of all the hair care tips really when it comes to looking after your body. Of course, hair care is one of the most important things because it's on your head. It's right where you start with your body. But looking after your feet is also important. Now, having pedicures and making sure that you are looking after your feet regularly is actually really important. Many people may not feel like it is important, but it is. It is important to make sure that you are feeling good about yourself and also that you have clean and healthy feet to avoid any health problems. Now, honey is a really great way to sweeten your food naturally without having sugar. So having a honey is a great way to sweeten your drinks or your foods. This is passion fruit honey that I have here, but any honey will do. You just add it to your drinks and your food and you find that it's able to sweeten them. Molasses is another great enhancer rather than having sugar as a sweetener for your cakes, drinks and things like that. As a goddess, molasses is really great. I personally like to use grape molasses, which is a little bit more liquid, but I've got both, so you can just use normal molasses as well, but grape molasses is a little bit sweeter. Anyway, this is a great substitute to normal sugar. Now these are some pantry favourites that you will need as a goddess. These are what you need, goddesses. You need bananas. First of all, you need bananas. These are just these extra little things to add to your shopping list to enhance your femininity and to remove depression. Both bananas and cashew nuts are known for aiding and removing depression. So we cheer for that? Woo! We love to remove depression here. Anyway, we also need to have coconut milk because this will also help us to feel better within ourselves if we are hydrated, and if we are hydrated with the right liquid, this will help our white blood cells to be able to reproduce themselves. Now, let's talk about something that is really, really exciting. Okay. I know, it's the part you've long been waiting for. How do I get my teeth this white? Oh my goodness! Using fluoride-free purple toothpaste or charcoal toothpaste with but the purple one has a toner in and the charcoal one has charcoal in, so this removes deep dirt, deep imperfections and anything that's sort of stuck within your teeth. Now, using these really actually helps. Fluoride free helps you to make sure that you are not adding any calcium on your pineal gland, and it helps you to make sure that you are able to keep up with what is going on around you. So, using this toothpaste, goddesses, is just going to make you honestly feel so much better about your life. I cannot recommend this enough. Share this to your friends, because not only are you going to feel better because you're not having any toothaches, because you've got good dental hygiene, you're saving yourself money because you don't have to take trips to the dentist, and you're saving yourself time and energy because having fillings is a pain in the butt. And also, it just means that you have a lovely smile to present to the world and you feel so good about yourself. So goddesses, this is one of the most important steps of being a goddess. I cannot stress this enough. If I was to say there was any one most important thing of being a goddess, I would say looking after your oral hygiene. So make sure that you are looking after your oral hygiene. I will leave a link to this particular product in the description box down below, but I did not get this online, so I will make sure that you can get this online before I make any false promises, because I'm not entirely sure if you can get this. But if I can't, then I will leave a product that is similar. Anyway, I will now just briefly talk about the maiden to mother side of this ceremony before we finish up for today, because we have had a long enough ceremony today. And so today we're not going to have a full maiden to mother ceremony, but I will do an extended with a full-blown maiden to mother ceremony, in fact, but not a full-blown one now.